our doll hoverboard. When I first heard that they were making hoverboards in real life, I was like,
woohoo! Back to the future!
But that was not the case.
Aw, man!
This is a miniature version of the popular, get ready for air quotes, hoverboard. I didn't name it, I'm just calling it what the retailers call it. So to me, it actually looks more like a hands-free Segway. See, here's our little doll Segway. We made this a while back. Check out the vid on my Froggy stuff. And you can totally use some of those ideas to make the hoverboard in a found objects version. However, for this hoverboard, we made it out of paperboard. Pretty much one cereal box was able to make the entire hoverboard, and there was some left over in case we wanted to make a second one. We used some foil scrapbook paper for the lights and on the wheels, and fingernail polish. And it's so funny because I rarely paint my nails, and yet I still buy a good amount of nail polish. Oh, that color is going to look lovely on you. Oh, I'm not wearing this. It's for my hoverboard. What? The overall design is actually pretty simple. I would say it's more tedious than difficult because you have to cut so many layers of paperboard. And if you're going to make this for a larger doll like an 18-inch, I would do it exactly the same way, only make it larger. The paperboard would probably need to be about 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch thick. I would increase the paperboard on the side, probably use about 3 layers, have it 3 layers thick. And instead of a toothpick, I would probably use a wooden dowel just because it would be a heavier doll. The wheels would be the same, or you could use the wheels from a toy car.
What? No flux capacitor?
We didn't make the one from Back to the Future. Although we totally should. We had tons of requests to make this hoverboard. And look, using the reflective paper, hey, it actually looks like the lights are shining. Oh, and there were questions about the wheels. Some people were asking how to glue the wheel in and make it so that it can still turn. The space from here to here is longer than your average toothpick, so we ended up using 2 separate toothpicks for the wheels. And for the purpose of demonstration, I'm going to use a bamboo skewer for the toothpick, a spool of ribbon for the wheel, and then a cut piece of foam for the little end cap piece here. In the video, what I did first was I glued a small circle onto the end of the toothpick. So we're just gonna put that on there and pretend that it's glued on. Yay! Allow the glue to completely dry, then put the wheel on, making sure it can turn. Apply glue to this end, then put the toothpick inside of the hoverboard. Once the glue inside the hoverboard dries, you'll still be able to turn the wheel with no problem because the wheel's not glued down. Only thing that's glued down is the toothpick / skewer and this part here. And that's how it works. This right here where your feet go is just made of paper, and to give it all that texture we just kind of tapped it with the glue. So we glued everything down, all the paper down onto the paperboard, and then I put some glue on top and I just kind of tap it and it gives it that kind of texture to look like grip. Woohoo! Look at me! I'm riding a hoverboard! Whoa! Yeah, hoverboards, like all forms of transportation, can be dangerous. So make sure you and your dolly are being safe. We have a vid for helmets too. Let me see, is there anything I'm forgetting? Do I have to use paperboard? Of course you can use whatever supplies you have on hand. I just like paperboard because I always have it on hand and it's easy to cut. And when it's glued together, it becomes very, very sturdy. And it can be sanded to get rounded edges. Well, we hope you have as much fun as we did making your own doll hoverboard. We want to give a shout out to Jaden Nelson. What's up? These are gonna look so cool in our skateboard shop. Yeah.